Ready?
Hello, once again, you're welcome to yet another video from Ugo Creates and Comics TV. And my name is Ugo Amadi, the creator and founder of Wala Comics. So we'll just get right into it. So today's topic for discussion or for this video is race swapping a good thing? You know, because we've seen so many Disney characters, Marvel characters, DC comic characters swapped in terms of their race. You know, for instance, we've had characters like Ariel in Disney as Little Mermaid swapped. You know, the original character was a white character, then was swapped to a black character. We've seen the same thing with Batwoman, the Wonder Woman series. We've seen the same thing with different properties over time. So the question has been, is it the right thing to do? And for instance, in the I think it should be in its final season, if it's not yet over. I think in The Flash, we saw a black Wally West or Kid Flash, and so that's one example of one character that has the race has been swapped, and you've had comic book fans, some for it, some against it. And so I just want to let you know my own sort of opinion on it. For me, I feel creatively it's lazy to race swap. You know, creatively I feel it's lazy because you can create new and awesome characters, you know, create new worlds to tell different stories, to tell stories about different characters. So I feel it's lazy, you know, especially if you're working for companies that are multi-billion dollar, multi-billion pound companies that, you know, money isn't an issue. You know, financial resources, you know, are just not an issue, are just not issues. You know, global reach, platform to advertise these characters are just all limited, are just limitless. You know, so for instance, we had to talk about having a black Superman. So I asked myself, why would you have to get a black Superman when you already have amazing characters? You know, you don't have to create new ones, or you can even create new ones when you have amazing characters. For instance, like you have Icon. You know, you have Icon, very interesting story, you know, super powerful, flight and all that. And for me, I felt really that Black Lightning, the Black Lightning show that was on the DC Comics Black Lightning show that was shown on Netflix, at least that's where I watched it on Netflix, was a perfect conduit to have characters like Icon come on, you know, or characters like Static as well. That would have been a nice platform to launch these characters. So you have characters like Icon, and you have not brought those characters, you know, to bear. And you're talking about creating, you know, new characters. You're talking about swapping the race of characters. And then most times what you get is people tell you it's for inclusion, it's for diversity, you know, and that's beautiful. I love inclusion, I love diversity, I love, you know, giving people opportunities and platforms to actually shine, you know, because when you create, if you have a black character or Hispanic character, if that is going to be made into a movie, then what you would have would be ordinarily, if the race is not swapped, as we're talking about, it would be the character would be played by an actor of, you know, that race, you know. So I'm all for that inclusion, diversity in every industry, not just in the comic book industry or creative industry, you know, in every facet of life, you know, inclusion, diversity, opportunities should be given, you know, equal opportunities should be given to people, you know. But that being said, I feel it is really lazy, and I think sometimes it's just a cash grab because, you know, for instance, that a Superman is already a household brand, you know, a name that's well known. So all you have to do is you swap the race and they call it Superman, some alternate universe business, and then you have people thronging into the cinemas to watch those characters. So for me, for instance, a character like Icon, you know, I would have had Icon star in either Black Lightning, or I would have had him star, in a Man of Steel movie, for instance, and then use that as a platform, as a launching pad for his own TV series or movies. So why would you want to go and create swap the race and say black Superman, as opposed to um, giving Icon his own movie? Because for me, I feel another message that you are passing when you refuse to use already existing, amazing, wonderful, characters from minority communities, characters that are black, that are from different races other than Caucasian, you're sending a message to say those characters are not good enough. They were created as originally black characters, but they are just not good enough. So we're not going to use them. For instance, you have another amazing character. It's popular, I think, but not many people might actually know the character because he has not had the TV series. Because except you're an avid comic book reader, comic book fan, you may not know of this character because most people latch onto TV series and comic book movies as opposed to reading comics. So, but he's another amazing character as well, part of the Bat family. So, and that is Signal or Duke. That's another wonderful, character that could have been given or should be given his opportunity in terms of a TV series or a movie, starring, or you could actually start him making part of the DC Titan. The show is still going on. It's on Netflix, you know. So you could make him part of the DC Titans, and then from there you have a launch pad. You have his own movie, have his own TV series. So for me, I get the point of diversity, inclusion, but I also feel that when you have original characters that are originally either black, Hispanic, um, Caribbean, Caribbean and black as well. So even when you have these characters that are originally of certain races that you claim you want to include, you claim you want to include in TV series, in movies, and you want to make them part of your universe, then and you should use characters that you originally have, as opposed to trying to rejig or remake a character, swap the race of a character to another race, and then you claim that diversity. For me, I feel from a creative standpoint is very, very lazy. Because when you see what indie comic creators like myself, we're doing, the characters we're creating, you know, you ask yourself, so if these people with not even a fraction of the budget of these big companies are able to create characters, like for me, able to create characters like Super Eagle, who's a character I created a while ago, character, the book is in the works, so just get yourself ready, just looking for the right artist to get it done. So if I can come up with this sort of character, one man army, though I work with amazing printers, amazing illustrators and artists to get this work done, I'm essentially a one man band, one man army. So if I'm able to do this myself, then yet again, I say multi-billion pound, multi-billion dollar companies should be able to do this, by snapping their fingers like this. So yet again, I say there's no need for race swapping. As far as I'm concerned, there's no need for race swapping. There's no need for race swapping. Once again, I get the point of inclusion, diversity, reimagining, setting characters and things like that. But I think it's better, when you actually create a fresh, new character. And the argument has been against that point. The argument has been how this character is not going to be popular. People wouldn't come to the cinemas to watch a movie about, let's say, an icon. Who won't come to the cinemas to see maybe an icon a movie because it's not well known to the wider audience. Maybe probably just comic book geeks would, watch would be interested in such shows and or such movies, and therefore the companies wouldn't make enough money. They wouldn't make profit. But there's an easy strategy, as I mentioned. All you have to do is you star icon beside Superman, beside Batman, and then people see this cool, amazing character, this new, fresh, amazing character, and then what you have is you have a new set of fans for this character. And what this would help, like what I'm suggesting, it will also help with superhero fatigue, because the issue of multiverse is where you have different Superman, different Wonder Woman. It works for deep cut comic book fans, because the average moviegoer, when you come up with um, you have Superman in Earth 1 and Superman in Earth 32, and then the Superman Earth 32 is black. You get them confused. They're like, okay, this superhero business is becoming too tiring, too laborious for me, because when people go to the cinema, they just want to go in and enjoy the movie, have a good time at the cinema. That's what people want to do. Or with advent of streaming service, people want to click on a movie, click on the TV show, and just enjoy it without having to crack their brains too much. It's just to have good enjoyment, and be entertained. So yet again, like I said, if an individual like myself and other indie comic creators you have out there, are able to come up with, fresh characters, then for sure, multi-million pound companies should be able to do it so easily, even more easily. Now, for instance, this is Wild Ocelot, a character I created. The book is to work as well. So just get ready for that for his book, and I'll be dropping some trailers. Yeah, I'll drop some trailers for this character and other characters in the new sort of universe I'm creating, which is the Niger verse, which is for superheroes, particularly in the Nigerian space. So keep your eyes peeled for that one. So Wild Ocelot, this is a character I created myself as well, and work with an amazing artist to get illustration done, to get his concept art done. Certainly looks amazing, I think so, myself. So if I can do this myself, if other indie comic creators can do this, and adding to the fact that you also have, within the DC pantheon of characters, within the plethora of Marvel characters as well, you have already existing amazing characters. I feel the best way would be to create TV series, movies, franchises based on these characters, and using existing popular characters as their launching pad. So I wonder what you think, because I don't claim to be all knowing. I'm just giving my opinion. I'm a book fan, a comic book creator. I'm just giving my own opinion. You should as well give your own opinion. Let's have a nice discussion about it. So drop it in the comment, drop your opinions and questions, and what you generally feel, whether you think I'm right or you think I'm wrong. It's a free game, free world. Drop your comments in the comment section below. And also, before I call an end to this video, please like this video, subscribe, and share this video, so it would encourage me to put out more amazing content for you. And like I said, in previous videos, I'm still getting better at this, and hopefully, the next video will be even better than this one. So once again, my name is Ugo Amadi, creator and founder of Wahala Comics, saying thanks for joining me on this video. Thanks for watching this video, and do have a splendid rest of your day.